Hey guys, it's Rob Tech here, and welcome back to my channel. It's been about a week, guys, since I last uploaded, but I'm happy to be back. But anyway, let's get down to the business. Basically, guys, I have had various issues trying to use mobile tripods, basically. So tripods specifically for mobiles. And later on in this video, I'll give you an example of what I mean when I show you what experience I've had. But anyway, in this video, I'm basically going to review this H&S tripod mount adapter. I've definitely been impressed with it so far, and you guys will get to see how I use it with the camera tripod. Basically, I mount it onto a camera tripod, and you get to see that. But anyway, so in this video, basically, as you can see, what you get is you get a little small box like that, and then you get this sort of plasticky protection thing around the mount. Once we can see what it looks like, to be honest with you, it looks very strong. It feels very strong when I was feeling it. As you can see here, you can see how strong it is. It's very it's not gonna, basically, if your phone is heavy, like most phones, well, I guess most phones are light these days, but if your phone that does happen to be heavy, because I have an iPhone 8 and sort of an older model phones which is going to be heavier than the new ones, you need something that's strong enough to be able to hold it. And sometimes I feel like the phone tripods don't tend to have that sort of strength that you need. This also has multiple mounting options. As you can see, those holes that you can see, the multiple mounting options that you can use as well for everything. Now, to actually use the device, what you need to do is there's a knob on the top of it, as you can see here, and all you have to do is basically turn that knob anti-clockwise. Just keep turning that, and as you turn it, it just loosens up. As you can see, it's just loosening up as you turn it up, and basically, depending on how wide your phone is, when you put it in there, your phone should basically fit in there. So you just make it as wide as you can for your phone, and then once your phone is in there, then you can close it back up, turning it clockwise. I believe, yeah, turning it clockwise, it just closes it up again, which should basically tighten your phone, and your phone should be secure. Now, this is what it looks like. I'm in this situation, basically, I'm using an iPhone 6, and even then, the iPhone 6 is too big at the moment to just go in straight away. So I have to loosen it up. So trying to loosen up as fast as I can, and then now the iPhone 6 can basically fit inside. So now I just have to turn it clockwise again, all the way till it's tight. Feel like it's tight, it's not gonna move, and then I know sort of, yeah, this my device is ready to be used. Basically, as you can see, it feels very strong in there, and that's exactly what you want from a mount adapter, or even a mount for that matter, because I don't want my phone to be flipping over when I'm trying to rotate it. So this is perfect. Again, that's the other option, for another mounted option if you want. There's various, I think there's about three, to be honest with you. There's one at the bottom, and there's one at the back as well. So you got one at the back and you got one at the bottom, and I believe the one at the back as well, you can fit your phone in there, so you can have a sort of a view upwards as well with that view. Now with this one, you just turn it clockwise to close it up and put it back in there again. Pretty easy, and then it's tight again when you sort of, yeah, if it's not tight, then just take it out. If it's not very tight, just take it out and do the same thing again. Just turn it anti-clockwise and then clockwise again. So now I'm fitting my camera tripod. Basically, this adapter will fit into this section of the for this part goes into the camera tripod, and once you have this, you can then fit it onto the tripod easily, basically using this technique. I just prefer to do it this way than to put it straight onto the tripod by itself. And guys, this is what it looks like on the tripod, and I have to say it looks really good on the tripod. It's very impressive the way it looks. It just fits in there. It's easy, to film with this, and because your tripod's got a handler for turning the angles and rotating the view, it makes it so much easier than actually using a phone tripod. Look, as you can see here, look how easy it is. It's just rotating, so you don't have an issue really with different angles that you want to get to. Whereas if you're using something else, it can be difficult. This is another view. Of course, I'm using the iPhone 6 here, so the quality may not be the greatest, but effectively what you can see is just how you can use the mount adapter to basically put on your tripod and get this sort of filming or picture taking technique using your actual phone tripod. Now, as you can see here, you got side by side view. I've got a phone tripod that I've been using, and then I've got the the mount on top of it. Now, I've got my old Samsung on the phone tripod just to get using as an example. As you can see already, you can see that the phone tripod looks pretty flimsy and weak, but this is a sort of a better demonstration for the phone tripod to see what it looks like. So if you're trying to get a view, let's say from upward view or whatever, this is what you may have to deal with a phone tripod that maybe not be the best. It's not the most expensive phone tripod, but basically it's not, it won't do the job greatly, because if you have a heavy phone, you're gonna have an issue basically. And it works okay, but when you're filming with it, it tends to be very, very shaky, which is not the best thing. And effectively, you want something that's more stable. And this is how it basically works. It's okay, but as I said before, if your phone is really heavy, then you have a big problem. If you have a really light phone, then that's I guess you can get away with it, but it's just not the best option. But ultimately, this is what you want. You want this tripod stance looking very strong and impressive, to be honest with you. And I like this. This will make your videos and your picture taking much better and much more consistent. Whereas the other one was just making more shaky. So I would definitely recommend these guys. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. It's Rob Tech Help here, and I'm out.